Hello, I'm from inspector-training.com, and this is a part three of API 1169 Pipeline Construction Inspector Examination. On part one, we give you general information. On part two, we talk about publication effectivity sheet and body of knowledge. And in part three, which is this part, we are going to talk about the exam tutorial. So this is the first documents that you see after you've been security checked, ID verified, and been directed to your desktop to start the examination. So it actually tells you how the things work. So you see the API 1169, the name of the course, and before that they ask you that you are sitting for API 1169, and this is your name, and you have to confirm, and then you see this tutorial first. The time allocated for this is 10 minutes, or if you finish it earlier. It's always better to have a look at it before the exam. That would reduce your stress, and makes you more confident how to do a computer-based test at the API exam or at a Prometric Test Center. This is, it tells you that it's 115 questions. You got 180 minutes. So be wise in time management. Don't spend more than 1 minute per question because around 15, 20 questions you would be open book, and that those questions take longer. Plus, you probably want to set aside around 15, 20 minutes, look at all those flagged up questions that you are in doubt so at the end. And you don't want to be short of time and panic, because the minute the 115 minutes, 80 minutes is up, the exam would automatically stop and will be deemed as concluded, and then you can move forward. So you need to use your time wisely. I'm going through the important points. As you can see on the top, there is a finish section. So if you click on this, it takes you to conclude the exam, and it will ask you twice before it concludes. You cannot return back if you confirm it, but I would never recommend that you finish the exam earlier than the time allocated. So here it says API 510, but actually in actual exam you'll see that it says API 1169, Pipeline Construction Inspector on the left side, and on the right side it tells the candidate's name, and your name is there. So then I'm going through the important points. You see the section time remaining here in the middle, and you see next to it is a item attempted, so you know at which question number you are, and you can also see that that question, say number 3 that you click, for example, it's got a pointed arrow, so that's the question you're actually answering. And once you answer it, it changes color. So you know how many questions are green and has not been attempted yet or answered yet. And you see the time remaining there. So have a healthy pace of answering the question. The minimum is 40 questions per hour. So you have to be pace your progress according to that. So we talk about the time remaining here, and the mouse is the arrow you can see here is same as any other laptop. You can see where your cursor is or your mouse is. You can move it around, and you can use back, next, and continue. You click on them, and if the question is too long, it says this page requires scrolling. So You can scroll with your mouse and see the whole question. If the question is too long, and there is a calculator. You don't need the calculator for this exam. There wouldn't be any calculation, I suppose, but still there is a calculator icon that you can use. It's a non-scientific calculator, just addition, subtraction, etc. You would hardly use this, but this is the calculator in case you need. And if you answer the question, and you can see it almost turned black. The question number 27 here, and the question that is you are in, it comes with a pointed arrow. So you are at question, say 26. The question 27 has been answered, and anything that has not been answered, it's the green, as you can see here. Say question 28, and if you flagged off question, say question 29, there is a flag button there. That question has been flagged. And so these are the icons. And if there is a multiple question, okay, once you look at the answers and you chose the answer, you change color. For example, here you chose, for example, C. You change color from white to yellowish or maroon. And so you know that which actually answer you have chosen. And then if it's a multiple question, it always says select two that apply. So you have to select two out of the best answers that you can find. Always answer the best, choose the best answer. If there is a drag and drop, you hold your mouse on that, say December, pull it down to the month, and also June, pull it down to the month, and same for horse and dog, pull it down to the animals, and this is what you see. That's a drag and drop sort of question, but I don't think you will see anything like that in the exam. And if they're connecting the dot, then you click, say, on dog, and then you click on canine, and it will connect dog to canine. If you want to connect, say, dog to feline, and not to canine, then you click on canine, so it's deactivated it, and then click on feline, and it will connect dog to feline. So that's like connecting the dot. I don't think even this flagged off question is very, very useful. I found it. So as I said, you need to have a time management. Anything that's going to take more than, say, a minute, just answer, put your best answer, use your hunch, and flag it off. And then at the end, if you have time, you can go back to that. All those flagged off questions that you are in doubt about the answer. So you can flag up the question, and at the end, you can filter it by flag up question. Okay? You don't need to get stuck to some difficult question and then lose some easy question because of lack of time, because you finished, you are out of time. And because there is no negative marking, so make sure that you answered all the questions, okay, even if you're in doubt. Now, to highlight it, you put the mouse on the how would you, and it's not dragging it, and I would highlight it if you want to concentrate on exactly what they're asking for. The other option that I found it very useful is that you have 4 possible answers, but you are not very sure about the right answer, but at the same time, you are sure that the answer A and C are absolutely wrong. So in order for you to concentrate on answer B and D and choose one of them, you can put the mouse, like the cursor, on A and right click. That would strike it off, and also on C. So once you strike it off, perhaps that could help you to focus on 2 best possible answers and choose one. There is items to see the PDF viewer. I'll go to actual PDF and tell you how this works. So the search button is disabled, so it's always advised that any open book question in our training course or in any question data point that you might find somewhere, yeah, you go and actually read this reference document, which is about health, safety, and environment. And we have also highlighted them in our training course anyway.